Hey my beautiful angel, it's Josie Grouse and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. We are here to ask our guides, our angels, what we need to know about beautiful energy of the upcoming week, September 17th through September 24th. Okay, I have my golden frequency cards. It's the week of the new moon. And by the way, if you have not yet watched the new moon update, find this video in the description below. So many interesting things. This lunar cycle rocks. It's amazing. Okay, 5 messages from guides, from our angels. Past life connection. This week you will experience a connection with your past life. Could be a person crossing your path and it's like, I know you. I know you. I don't know where or when, but there's something so familiar. Maybe like an old relationship. Someone from the past might just reappear. And what angels want you to know, this relationship, this person is from your past life. You've lived with them before. Many lives, many bodies, but here you are. And past life connection is going to be happening this week. So keep your eyes. And especially if this someone may not be like the most positive person, you'll be like, why is this guy here? Or why am I being pulled back into my past? And that's because there are some unresolved things you just need to be aware of. So the best way for you to navigate a past life connection is to be conscious when you are talking, when you're communicating, when you're in the presence of that person. Just pay attention, the emotions coming out. Are you being triggered? It's like some weird feelings. Just observe. That's it. Just observe and say, you know, strangely this person reminds me of how in my childhood I was abandoned, or God knows, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you will be reminded, okay, this person is going to bring me some great news. Simply observe. There's no judgment. It's like that's the way it is. And the issues aren't just from this lifetime. Lessons started a long time ago, and it takes lifetime sometimes for us to complete certain cycles, and we need people to help us to do it. So this week, just be observer. Be an observer. Okay, I'm being triggered here. A blast from the past, but I'm looking into my future. I'm healing. I'm healed. I've healed my past. That's it. Nice to meet you. Sending you love. Send love. Send love. If there's any tension with your past life relationship or anything like that, it's not to be upset about it, but it's to send love. I love you and I'm sending you love. That's the way for you to complete these lessons. We're all returning to oneness, all of us. That's the ultimate goal. We have to go through this turbulence. We have to go through life. But in essence, we all the soul wants to return to oneness. When you send someone love, it means you have completed the cycle. You've kind of returned to oneness, which is love. Here's a good point. Blocked throat chakra. For those of you guys who wanted me to put the pictures closer to the camera, here you go. Blocked throat chakra. Clearing communication. Clearing communication, verbal communication. Speak. You have to speak up this week. Whatever you're thinking in your head, that's just not enough. And they're reminding you that people aren't mind readers. People don't just read or know what you feel or what you're going through. You need to talk. You need to speak up. And also I'm hearing, you know, if you really want someone to know how you feel, maybe you want to say to someone, I love you. Go ahead and do it. You have to do it. It's like, well, then maybe I'll do something nice and they will guess, they will know somehow intuitively what I'm feeling. No, you have to say it. you have to say it. And there's very clear guidance that comes from saying. And in your relationships, with your job, clarity comes through words. Communication. And also ask Archangel Gabriel, who is the master communicator. He is so helpful to us when it comes to clearing the throat chakra, the communication, anything that we want to share, but we don't know what's the best way to say. Just start saying, start speaking, and you will find the right words to say. And if you say to someone, I love you, by the way, it's going to be a great experience. They will feel it. They will feel your love. And it's very different than just like, oh, let me say it. When you say from the heart, different feeling. Okay, let's continue. Next message. Self-employed. Okay, consider working for yourself. And by the way, if you're listening to these videos, you have already had these questions. Self-employment, working for yourself. If you work for a company or if you work for someone else, it doesn't mean you just have to quit your job, but you have to develop a different mindset of you are in charge of your job, not your boss, not the company. You're not at the mercy of the outside circumstances, never ever. But you are in charge of your own life. You are in charge of your own destiny. And maybe you will have this new level of awareness. It's not always easy to quit your job, and especially if you're working and you have bills to pay and you have things that you need to take care of. That's totally fine. But start thinking of where the power is. You need to take power in your own hands. And they're telling you, if you have been thinking about starting your business, this week is a good week to start. Start thinking, start brainstorming ideas, talk to people, be interested, be curious, ask questions. What is this? What is that? Just be more proactive. You will have so much, and plus it's a new moon. New moon gives you like energy boost. Your creativity will come alive. So many great things happening around that phase, new moon to the full moon. You want to be fully open. You want to be fully available for the universe to give you some interesting thoughts, interesting ideas. So become more resourceful. If you want to work for yourself, you have all the chances to do it, all the opportunities to do it. People will come and help you, but you also have to open yourself up to the idea. If you already own a business, you will receive interesting ways through thoughts, through feelings. You will receive many interesting ways for you to expand. So for you as well, pay attention. Working for yourself is the best way for you to grow. As a soul, working for yourself is the highway of spiritual development. And also when you're growing, you have to overcome so many of your own limitations to keep you going in your business. Think of business as a spiritual growth. Speak, of being self-employed as some kind of a spiritual destiny. Spiritual destiny, I really mean it. So then, okay, this is what I've chosen, this highway, so better gear up. I have to find a way to stay true to my message, stay true to my purpose, stay true to the way that I show up for myself. So all of these things are really important. So you will have the chance to sort of reconnect with the soul of your work, the soul of your business or your employment, and really see how you grow through it. Fortune and favor. It's your lucky week. Hello? Now this card, when this shows up, the wheel of fortune is spinning in your favor. So winning comes in many different ways. So think of yourself, this is my lucky week. This is the week of opportunities. This is a week of winning. Fortune and favor. Be bold, but also don't be reckless. Be bold in your decisions. Say things. Really be proactive in saying things. Being so in tune, aligned with your purpose. Okay, and when you speak, the words, when they come from your soul, will be of highest, they will be charged with extraordinary power. So it's your lucky week. This is, when this card shows up, whatever you do, buy a lottery ticket, do the thing that you really wanted to do, but you couldn't brace yourself to do it. Just, this is your lucky week. Go do it. And finally, I don't know how many here, maybe 4, maybe one more message for you. Okay, and they're telling you it's a closed heart, but it speaks about actually what you need to do. It speaks about opening your heart and sharing, opening your heart. Think of the times when you felt so good, so alive, when you helped someone. Somebody needed your help, and then you showed up, you helped. The feeling of, oh my goodness, I felt so good, I felt so just expansive. I felt like there's so many things in life life is just worth living. It's because that energy of sharing is the generosity of the soul. You feel on purpose, you feel so good. That's your heart opening. This is the energy when your heart is open, you are generous. You want to help, you want to be there for people, you listen actively. You have just the attitude of being generous and present with people. It's the energy of love. How can I give? How can I serve? Heart energy is about the sharing. And then closed hearts, like, I need to be protected. I'm vulnerable. You know, there are energy vampires out there. I'm so in this world where I have to always constantly struggle. Yeah. And that is what closes the heart. Now that closeness of the heart makes people selfish, makes us all selfish, self-indulgent. We look for instant gratification to feel good, because we crave this expanding, expansive state where we can't get there, right? You cannot generate that. So we want to have this idea that a heart it's the energy where your ego dissolves. And when your ego dissolves, you have the most profound connection with your higher self, right? With your higher soul. Your soul is giving and sharing. Only think of angels, they're just only giving and sharing. God, the universe, always sharing, always creating, always giving. It's like there's no energy out there that tells you, well, I want something back from you, okay, I want this. If this is the mindset, you know it comes from selfish reasons. It comes from the energy of manipulation. It's not authentic, it's not true, but what is true is that sharing and giving, that is the essence of the divine love. That is who you are. So when you're sharing, all of a sudden the heart opens. And when your heart opens, people are drawn to you because there's something so peaceful and radiant and good about the way that you show up, and people feel so good in your presence. So that's where the next week is going to be about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.